Alright, welcome back to DGN's coverage of the World Cup, sponsored by CSGO Lit and Chronos. So, we are here with a great matchup heading into, I believe this is now round 3 of the upper bracket here. So we're going to have Trident versus Dreamers. Now, Trident we watched previously come in and take out Supremacy amazingly in a 16-7 victory. Dreamers have progressed through their bracket pretty nicely. They first had a match against Disturbed, so KTO came out 16-10 on them. Then went on to...
that was 16-13 KTO on Dreamers, so...
Oh no, it's 16-10 on KTO versus Disturbed in the first bracket. And then they progressed into round 2 where they versed the second... where they versed the top seed for the tournament. So Dreamers versus KTO. And then they 16-13'd KTO Esports.
So
and now we will see them here on Inferno, I believe. And the knife round goes out to a limb, but we know that's not a limb. That is...
I was about to say, for Dreamers, they do have Blitz and Fasho from LM Gaming on their side. So combining, I suppose, two teams as Dreamers and... Is that Psy? I do believe that.
Dreamers and a bit of a limb here, so I believe
be interesting to see
it'll say a limb,
together.
but we will try and say Dreamers, but
apparently the game is live and not being streamed. I'm pretty sure we are in fact streaming. I'm almost 100% that this is indeed live as we do go into the first pistol round. So there is a delay on the stream, of course. Alright, so going into this, the setup from the counter terrace is your standard setup. We got 2 towards B, 3 towards A, and a rather passive hold here. We do see some banter going in between the two teams, calling Trident, of course, old timers, being an old organisation. One of the first in Oz, and very respected. We do love the boys over at Trident. Nice Molotov goes out here from the counter terrace, but the T's have been forced to push through it. Oh, what a shot there from Yellow. Fasho goes down towards first Oranges, and Ren to answer back. I shall call him Ren. One man goes down, that was Ren towards that garden area. Another man goes down, it's a lovely shot there on this player. One man pushing through Con behind him is not going to be able to get him quite yet. Tux is playing a very smart game at the moment. Knows he doesn't need a peek, and he takes out that man in Con. 2 more pushing through, he's not going to be able to get him. He just wants to do damage at the moment, but... Oh wow, he runs out of ammo, the counter terrace, and he does eventually go down. What was that? Moving into this, we do see he is going to be trying to go for this play here. Not going to be able to make the...
Might be able to get one here, but the bomb will take out the remaining players, and...
That was very well played there from Trident, so... The Molotov thrown out by the counter terrace was good, but it landed that bit too far back, and what that meant was it actually landed on the side where the T's take less damage to push through, meaning of course they do just kind of block train onto that side, able to take out Fasho while blind towards first Oranges. A lovely shot. That came in from Yellow.
Now we see a bit of a force buy come in from both sides here. Cheeseball's going to grab himself a scout. We've got some CZs and 5.7s on the Elim Dreamer side.
Do its work though, takes one down to 11.
And we've got Yellow again with the auto shot. He's so early on. Second round, already going with what he loves. Iceman will get taken out there by
Blitz, bruh.
Make sure it wasn't the team name first.
We do see one man towards that B site holding by himself. So the setup here from the counter terrace is nice, but it's not the right read at the moment. They do rotate one man back over. To be honest, they should be rotating more. T's not making any noise up. Nana means no information is given to Ren. Hiding here right next to the smoke. I do believe it is Ren. If it is not, that is now his new name. You see T's. They are going to be set up for this B push, and we will see this come in. One man rotating from mid should give a little bit of information towards the counter terrace, and one man rotating back towards A, which is a huge mistake here. Fasho, maybe not reading that one correctly. He does come back. Terrace, all 4 are B, and they are looking to push onto this site. Yellow with that auto shot.
That is going to leave 3 here for the rotate. And the rotate should start coming through now. As the T's push on site, RSN gets a nice shot there.
That's a nice double.
Nice 2K. But Tux will clean him out of that position, and Boris will get a nice frag on F.
It's a very good situation here for Dreamers. They've got the weapon advantage, believe it or not, with the negative health here on the terrorist. One on 7 HP means he can go down to anything. The other on 72 means that Scout will take him down to maybe 5 HP. Lovely flash from Tux, able to flash out that man towards CT.
Boris is going to be integral in the hold here because Tux doesn't want to be peeking, because that's what happens when you do.
Huge.
And Y will take out Boris, and that's going to be the defuse there for
Dreamers.
Dreamers. So
well
second round in and punishing that T-side force buy there, really doing a lot of damage to the economy. And on a map like Inferno, it's one of the strongest things to overcome in the economy game, especially on the T side. Dude. Especially on the T side, is trying to overcome the economy damage that the CTs can do. Especially when Yellow, we know he's just going to buy up again, and they're going to force again, and we see Yellow now. He's going with that auto shotty, and we're going to have Tech 9s and a CZ and a Deeg on Boris and Iceman. So, very interesting buy here from Trident. Definitely showing a lot of confidence in whatever their play for this is going to be, and it looks like we might be seeing a bit of an A smoke and an A take here, and it's going to be a great push. Hats is going to be leading it. He's going to get flashed out. Doesn't see the player there, and Y will get the shot on him. And very nicely done. That Molotov will also take out Iceman. And also, Y comes back in and takes out Yellow.
It's an amazing hold. Tux with that lurk position. He was trying to be an active lurker, but he does go down for that. One man in pit. The flash should have given away his position, but bullet dodge, all he wants is to plant. He is going to go for it in safe. He gets sprayed through the box, and he will go down before that bomb. So
very nice round there from Dreamers. That smoke execute from Trident was very nice, but the positions that Dreamers were playing there on that A side really just allowed them to let the push come through, and the flash there on Hats, the first man through that smoke, just completely blinded him, and losing that entry onto the arch side before he even makes arches is very hard, because then you're out of options. No round the world for you, no taking A site. So
the big thing in that round was that information gathered.
Exactly.
Top mid, able to get the information of the T's pushing up very quick, and as soon as they go into that jungle area, they're one man arch, one man library, one man playing from the A side of.
It looks like it's going to be a pretty fast B here, and one of them gets caught out there by F, and Yellow goes down, and F gets himself a beautiful three-piece. Hats will put a stop to him, but then
what's interesting?
RNN, or $N, RSN, whatever, takes out the last remaining two players.
Lovely round there for Fasho. Lovely three-piece that he gets. So I'm kind of interested to see why Ren didn't push up towards Fountain to help cover that angle with him and get that crossfire going, but obviously trying to play it safe, not wanting to lose the sight to the eco push, decides to just wait until he's guaranteed the frags, really. We will see Trident now heading up towards this Niner pretty early. That smoke does block them off, and they will pull back through it, which is interesting. CTs have not played aggressive Niner with that aggressive smoke. Expecting a rush again here, Dreamers, but not receiving one. We do see the setup towards A very standard here from the counter-terrorists, and we may just have Trident. Yeah, they've got plenty of map control at the moment. They're going to be able to execute and fake onto any site they want. Tux taking apps control. If he can make sure that it's entirely clear, we're most likely going to be seeing an A take come out here from the Trident side, of course.
But the bomb is somewhat on its way to the site, but they are going to drop it, and it looks like Trident really want to pick here before they actually do dedicate to any site, which is definitely the right move. That A site now, with the 4 players on it, if they were to poke and prod that B side a bit, they might be able to get that pick that they need, and the site would be completely open, but I think we might see that 4th player start to rotate off now, which means if this A side take, Tux hitting the edge of the window there on the door, hitting the edge of the door there a bit, bouncing the smoke into Boiler. That's going to give his position away now.
So T's are setting up for this B push. Fasho is in a brilliant position here, and it's a great read from the counter-terrorist again. Faking out that rotate by running towards CT.
Fasho, he's going to know the flash goes over, but Yellow does clear it. Fasho will go down, and RNN will get another one on Hats, but Boris will take him out. And that's going to be the plant there for Trident's side, and it's a 3v4 retake, so
Y is able to hit even one of these shots.
It's definitely doable, but
he's got to hit a shot. Someone has to hit a shot.
On all the players, someone needs to hit a shot, and it needs to be on Iceman or Boris, because those 2 players are tagged down in the 40s.
So a great crossfire here from both of them, though. Iceman peaks when he... Wow, what play here from Dreamers. Very well cleared.
Though. Taking out 2, and that's going to leave Tux in Yellow. full HP players.
Wow, very bad situation. And there goes the 1D. This is a huge round from Dreamers. So, Trident set up perfectly to stop that retake. Lovely crossfire and guard on one man at B, one man at Nubox is almost an impossible hold to get through, but we saw Dreamers with that push through con. One man takes out the one at guard and the other's covering him, firing over him as he crouches, and that's a very, very good, I guess, support role played there by Cheese to cover his teammate, and we do see the counter-terrorists from being able to retake that. Their economy is starting to build a little. We've got one man, 9,600 on Blitz. One man gets tagged top mid by Trident, and we will see if they do lose this round, Trident. They can have that win-loss bonus, but they are not going to be able to buy next round, or at least not a full buy with full utility. Iceman able to get a frag onto Cheese there, though. That's not exactly the best thing to happen, and we will see them follow and go very fast towards this A site. They have had to grab bomb. They've slowed down in mid now, and they're just taking map control, so I do like the idea here from Trident trying to force a panic out and get them to rotate. Tuck's going to get caught out by that Molotov, and Fasho able to answer on that frag. That's very well played from him. You'll see the terrorists now in a 4v4 situation. Of course, two counter-terrorists low. Fasho hits two more!
Fasho with a nice two-piece there is going to definitely put this in Dreamer's favour. Blitz will also get Iceman there on the peak on balcony, and that's going to leave it all up to Yellow. He knows where Fasho is. He will get the frag on him. And, gets the frag on Y as well. And that's going to leave Yellow in a 2v2 with the bomb and 30 HP to do this. He's only got 30 seconds left, so he has just enough time to rotate if he didn't go down truck side here. He knows where Blitz is.
He should
Doesn't
see
that
elbow.
jump. Nah, he heard that though. Oh, gets the spray onto him.
To be honest, a bit of a mistake there from Blitz in pit.
He
should have just hit. There was no reason for him to peek there or even jump up like that.
1v1 now with
Yellow.
RSN flashing. He's going to smoke down in pit. He's still not too sure where this player could be.
The position that is in is very good at the moment from Yellow, of course. Very common position. We'll be able
but RSN.
Huge 4K there from Yellow.
He checks it, but he misses the edge of it, and he goes to continue on to the site, but...
So far, man, these rounds have just been insane from either team. Some huge individual performances coming out in this ODC. We see a lot of 4Ks and 5Ks so far. That's 2 5Ks, like 4 4Ks already, so...
A lot of players being put into very clutch 1v1 situations.
Oh, yeah. We see...
Being able to actually get the 2 kills to take it into a 1v1, plus the plant, and actually defend the post-plant position with 30 HP. That is an amazing play there from Dreamers. So
going for this V play. I mean,
God, it is.
Oh, shot there from Ray. As he jumps up on logs, gets taken out. There's a lot of information gained as well for this counter-terrorist side, alright? So they saw... They wouldn't have seen anyone else apart from that man up on logs, but the fact that they cap his head off means they know they were trying for a bit of aggressive...
Yeah, they were looking for information on the B side, which RSN now knows, and that's why he's now fallen back to a position where he's able to actually cover that entrance. And yeah, I'd say that he should be smoking that up now, but he's going to flash it. Smoke hasn't died down just yet.
What is up, Midgard? It's good to see you jump in. Yeah, this is, of course, the Ripper Rovers ODC. Sponsored by Kronos and helped by...
Your chat's so far behind.
I know. I need a refresh. But still... Just letting them know. Of course, we do see the setup from the counter-terrorists is very strong at the moment. They do prefer to play Fasho towards that CT area.
This B push from the T side here. Hats is going to be leading the charge. Gets his hat taken off by RSN. Iceman
Hate from Fasho.
Fasho takes out Tux from the CT cross spray, and Y gets Iceman. It's going to leave it all up to Boris, the bullet dodger here. He can't dodge Fasho's bullets, though, and the defuse goes to Dreamers.
So Fasho, he did, no offense, with that shot which got Ren killed towards that Nana area, but able to answer back with that final frag means it is all good, and no one is holding anything against him. Of course, sometimes the spray just does not work out. When you've got two opponents in front of you as well, you want to do as much damage to both of them, which sometimes means you're going to sacrifice one kill to be able to take them both down very low. And Actually able to answer onto one and still live there was well played from Fasho, given enough time for his teammates to rotate. We do see aggressive control being gained towards Nana here. First time in the entire match. Double Molotov towards B. He's going to make these terrorists play very passive towards second. We do see an eco come out from them. They did lose that round loss bonus after winning.
I do like the play here though from Trident, taking this eco round very slowly. Not the usual aggression we see from a lot of teams where they just commit to a site and they full out rush. We see Trident actually taking this rather slow. It's not going to be an execute, and Fasho will take out Hats there.
I'm going to go and get another chair. I will be back.
I think this might be a bit of a wraparound here onto this A site, and they know that that player is in graveyard. He gets his head taken off, or not quite, but Fasho will take out Tux before he gets dropped there by Iceman, and Boris takes out Y, so it's now in a 3v2. There's one player still in pit, and Ren is going to get the top of his head cleaned right off through the barrels there. Plant will go down now for Trident's side, and Blitz is going to have 3 Ts in great positions here. He doesn't cover himself to the library player there because he thought that he cleared it, and that's what happens when you've got 3 Ts that are able to get in a really good post-plant positions and you're lacking that information because you look in library and nothing piques you, so you assume that it's not going to be the library, so you start trying to clear out pit and the actual site, and the discipline on Trident's side there to keep that library player in until he knew that CT was past him is just amazing, and we see a very fast mid-nade there, but Boris will get Ren, and that's not a great start here. Oh, but Blitz with the CZ, trying to do a lot of damage there to Tux, but only does half damage, and Tux gets the frag, and Yellow will get one on Fasho now, and it's going to be all up to Y and Cheeseball down here in pit, and the Ts are going A, so they are going to have a chance for a few frags here and make this round at least a little bit costly. Y, sorry, with the help of Blitz, will take out Tux there. That's going to give away his position, and Yellow will frag him out, and oh, Cheeseball though. Gets himself 2, and then gets dropped by Hats. Very well done there.
So, if we look at the economic damage actually dealt that round, they did take out 2 players who had the most money. Orb is actually bought, and it's going to be a bit dire here for Trident. If they do lose this, they're going to be able to buy up next. They lose the next one, depending on how badly, that they probably will have to eco if they lose the next one. Of course, we do see a very tight buy come in here from the counter-terrorist side as well. 1P91 Famous, obviously not the best. 2 people without head armor as well. 1 person, my bad. That is Y. We do see Iceman going towards Apps again. Tux gets taken out. Man to back him up though. Iceman's not going to be expecting 2 and Apps, and he gets taken out for it. Able to get the trade
though, but then the Flash and the teammate behind him, surefire there for the refrag if he needed to. And it is going to be a 3v3, but the HP does favour Dreamers here, so it's going to be up to Yellow to do some damage with this AWP before he goes down to actually give Trident a chance here. If he can be taken out without losing a player to Dreamers, that's the most utilities you're going to want for a post plant. But Boris gets dropped down to 1 before he gets the frag on Y there. Ooh, very nicely done there by Trident, but very low health. They do know that player is in that pit area. The Molotov is going to force him, and Hats will get the frag on Surefire. Now, this is a great chance for Ren, purely because of how low these Ts are, but we do see the economic damage that Trident have been able to do. We are going to see Ren save, especially if you can get that ball and make sure that they've got that at least for the next round there. And
if we look at the economy at the moment, we do see they're going to be very tight next round, most likely saving on Dreamer's side, the counter-terrorist side, of course, and we do see Trident are going to be able to buy up next round easy, as they did lose 2 players, but one of those players still had 7.5k in his person,
they will lose 3 if Ren can't get the frag though, and he's gonna. I'm definitely gonna suggest not peeking that again, mate, because they are waiting there for you. Don't do it. There we go.
Yeah,
so I really hope that Dreamers make the right choice here, and they do not buy up around that AWP, that they just give it to that man, and he goes for either a very aggressive mid pick, which could do a lot of damage early on in the game, and that's exactly what Dreamers need to do to Trident's side right now, because Trident has just been coming out so strong, and we will see Y go for a nice mid pick here. He's not going to find anyone, but Boris peeks back, but tagged down to 18 through the wall That is one thing that I really do hate about an aggressive mid pick is if you only do a tag like that, you've got to finish it off with something like that. Y will get one before Tux does take him out.
Wow.
Oh, but Fasho, giving the AWP to Fasho means that now on the retake, Surefire will go down before the plant.
Honestly, should be saving
Boris
this now.
takes out Ren as well. I feel like Fasho is going to, unfortunately, try
shot
and
and a half.
but get taken out by Boris there.
What a headshot from Boris. Just, I mean, Trident, knowing that they are going to be on a force by there with only one AWP, they did go for that quick apps push. It is dangerous, to be honest. On an eco round, you don't normally expect an apps push coming out from a team, especially because that close range with a gun like the CZ, we did see Blitz have a CZ, not able to hit any frags, but it is stupidly dangerous. Of course, Trident not really caring too much on there on an eco, did just kind of storm through Tux, able to take down Y. We will see two counter-terrorists towards that A site, of course. 2-2 setup here, playing very safe, which is always good. Blitz is in pit with his teammate, and one man's rotated from B. Fasho with that. No, he doesn't have the AWP, that's right, he did get tapped.
He's got an M4 here, but playing this arch side is going to be the right side to get some action from those Ts. He should know from that smoke coming through that it's going to be either an around the world or an arch side. He's going to be in the middle of these Ts, though, because he's pushed just to the edge.
He should go straight through this right now.
Nah, he's waiting because he heard them pass. I'm pretty sure he would have. Yep, he's on the tail of them. He will get himself one. He's going to come into sight now. He knows that there's more. He is able to get the second there, but will get taken out by Iceman. And it's all up to Ren now with the M4 to himself.
That double
he's coming in through library here, and he's coming in mainly through here because he's been dropped from the player that plays library in the post plant. And it's the one round that he's not going to be there. Yeah, double AWP set up, one watching library. If he peeks this, Boris should be able to cap him. But Boris is actually going to pull back off mid. But Yellow is going to be the one to finish it up and take out Ren.
Just going for some exit frags there, Ren. He wasn't trying to actually go for that retake. All he wanted to do is try and take out one of those AWPs from that double AWP setup, of course. Favouring them quite a lot. I'm surprised. Double AWP setup's not normally something you want to do on Inferno, let alone Inferno T side, so it's interesting to see what they actually do with them. I know they send one Nana and one mid basically every round, but...
One Nana, one mid's pretty much a
one is going second mid. I mean, normally, there is no such thing as a standard double AWP setup on a map like Inferno. We just see the mid rush come out, and Hat's able to get two, but able to get three.
Hats is able to get three there, but Tux is the one to clean up the fourth player, and that's going to leave it all up to Fasho, stuck in that banana. Oh,
nothing he could do there. I mean, we did see a nice attempt there from Dreamers to push four men down mid.
Surrounded by terrorists there.
Oh yeah,
had no choice but to wait out that Molotov, and
it was a lovely round. I mean, the attempt to try and push down mid is always nice to see. They almost caught two players off guard.
Fasho and
double AWP setup comes out for them, so that's 4. That is 20k. Basically out on the field between both the teams already. We do see
a massive investment here, and I really like the position that Y is going to be playing here with this AWP. He's going to be playing the arch side position, and Fasho looks like he's going to be waiting for a player to be boosted, and he actually might get lucky here. He does! He takes out Yellow from Logs. They should have been expecting that because he's done. I believe they've done that before, but it wasn't the AWP then.
No, it was Ren taking out the terrorist from the CG side, so bit of payback.
Now, Y on the arch side here with this other AWP, Blitz will get a frag on a Tux. Oh, but Boris is putting his AWP to use on Y at least, making sure that it evens things out on both sides. So, one AWP down,
Ren
one
playing
to go.
A very smart game here, just waiting on the other side of that smoke. He knows he doesn't need a push.
Cheese ball, pushed out a little bit, does dodge it. Should know that there are players somewhat coming around. It didn't come from the truck side. Yep, he spotted one out. He's able to do a bit of damage, but Hats will take him out. But Blitz takes out Iceman before Hats does take out Blitz. And that's going to be a 2v2 now. And Fasho in a nice spot here. Sees the smoke come out from sight. Knows there should be at least one there. Teammate went down at mid. Has the position on the other. But Hats is waiting for him to push through that smoke there. And will be able to get the frag on Fasho. And that's going to be Trident 9. Dreamers 5. So heading to this next round here, and we see Dreamers actually force up
Dreamers
two Famouses
really
and M4s. I mean, they're going for broke here. They don't have much choice with anything else. And
lovely nade there. Does a lot of damage to Y, and we do see the setup from the Canatera. It's swapping up here. They've got 2 men and Boiler, and bit weird, but 2 men and Boiler, 3 men towards B. 1 man will get spotted out. He is close archers, and I'm pretty sure they know the boost. Gets taken out there. Fasho, very good.
Trying to boost for the AWP shot over the smoke, but getting punished for it by Fasho. And that's a great start there from Dreamer's side, but Cheeseball deep down Banana has some banana control for them, and it's going to leave mid and second mid.
This is a very good round here for Dreamers, and a great read from them. Playing that 3 stack towards Nana means they're able to get
Fasho does get a bit of a spray there. Should know that they're coming mid now, and with that deep banana control, they should have known this a little bit earlier, and they do only have 3 on the site.
We will see that bomb still at T side though, so I'm guessing he's going to grab it, rotate to second mid.
Fasho gets himself 1 before Tux takes out Blitz.
So Fasho really doing a lot of work for his team this round. Does get pre-nated, but grabs that M4.
Tagged down to 51 there, but it looks like the T side's going to change over now. But Cheeseball with that deep banana control still stops the rotate from the T side. Ren gets another one onto Tux there, and you're on the Iceman now. He is able to get Cheeseball. Ren pulls back, tagged down to 25, so he is on the chase.
Yeah, he will be chasing him.
Oh, yeah. He's going to spot him out. He will get the frag. 5 seconds on the clock.
He's not going to be able to plant.
Down right now. If it's not interrupted, he will get it.
Oh, no, I told you. It hit 3 as he pressed E, so...
It did.
Not quite able to get that bomb down. Very, very close there, and almost a clutch coming in for Trident's side. Of course, Iceman... Maybe his fingers were a bit too cold, just not able to press the buttons in the right order, and bomb did not go down in time, of course. Very well played to chase that player onto the B site, and to be honest, very well played from that Canateris to know, just run. The time is that low, like...
Oh, indeed.
To be honest, he made the mistake of peeking at the end. I know he tried, he wanted to delay that plant, but if he just had have hit in dark, it meant the terrorist, sorry, had to clear. He did hear the footsteps, but he would have had to clear dark and
second half. You see a 4 stack towards B, and that is a very fast push, but it's worked out great for Dreamer's side, because they are now able to stampede that A site, but
in a very good situation.
We've got Trident coming up behind them, and they are up very quickly that mid area, so
the counter aggression
coming in. A lot of pressure on this A side already on the retake, and Tux is in a great position down here. Doesn't know there's a player in smoke, is paying a bit too much attention to mid there, pit there.
Man in pit does end up taking him out. Iceman able to help his mate. Oh yeah.
He's been spotted out by Ren, but jumps down into the pit.
No time on the clock. Very well played here from Dreamers.
Playing for the kill here. Does get taken out by Tux, which is going to help Trident actually buy up a little bit here now. But
just quickly on that, I mean, Trident deciding to 4-stack that B site. They had 1 man over towards A. That was yellow. He was holding that apps area. Good read from Dreamers. They send 4 people towards second mid, going for that, what's called the waterfall A apps, or waterfall balcony, where everyone just, like, jumps out balcony, as I said, like a waterfall. But, of course, Trident, they actually did a great job of just pushing straight through Nana. They're able to get on the retake as the bomb goes down. Very well played from them to be able to get across early, and if we see that type of rotate on a rifle round, it's going to be very, very hard for Dreamers' side to be able to get anything. I think Hats may have spotted out Fasho on that boost. Not quite. 2 men towards that T area, pardon me. It is going to be a slow round here from Dreamers. Obviously not wanting to give away any weapons to the force buying side of Trident. Of course, they are just about to give away 1 frag. Hats with this deagle. He wants to hit 1 as he peeks his corner. He's going to take out 1, and that's going to just make him run all the way back towards site and wait for the rotates to come in. Of course, slowing down Dreamers' side completely. Ren probably feeling rather hurt as there is a hole in his face. Lovely setup from the Counter-Terrorist, that 4-stack towards A. I don't think it's going to work out as we do see the T's. Bashu is heading to enter onto this site. Misses a dig. Just dodging it like he was Boris. Of course, he is not. We will see the bomb head towards that B site now, and it is all up to the man holding it. He does end up going down. Fasho takes down Tux on the rotate as well, and it's up to Boris, Yellow, and Iceman. Boris catches 1 out in mid, not able to hit the headshot at long range. Bomb will go down and Canataris are on this rotate. I wouldn't be surprised if they do decide to save here. They do have 2 CZs.
Oh, but Blitz will take out Iceman, and that's 1 CZ down. And or was that that was the deco down. And it's going to be up to Yellow and Boris to try and do some damage to the Dreamers here. He's going to get a chance here as Fasho does miss some shots. He does actually get the Deeg onto him, and it's going to be all up to Boris now. Boris just looking to save that CZ and armor. Hopefully catch one out, but he's starting to give up that dream.
So it was as...
Oh, Fasho is going to get caught out. Boris is able to get himself one with that CZ at least, and that is going to help Trident start to build up that little bit of an economy, and Boris will keep the P90, and I really want to see them start to use that aggressively when they are able to save one of those SMGs, especially against the Dreamers side, which is going to slowly start building up an economy now. So we see a 4 AK buy with a Galil on Cheeseball here, and a rather nice mid and second mid aggressive push here. They're going to go right up and ready for that player to be peeking that balcony, but Trident are going to play very far back on the sites. They know that they don't want to give any more rounds up to Dreamers, especially the equalizer. This is a very important round for them. And
just looking at the scoreboard, Fasho 19 frags. That man is going ham at the moment. I'm pretty sure he is the entry fragger here for Dreamers side. Of course, people pointing out in chat there is 3 core members for Elim here. Technically, they're more Elim than they are Dreamers, but they signed up as Dreamers, so we got to call them as Dreamers. Of course, we
are going to see a very nice smoke execute come out here from Dreamers side. I really like seeing that, even when you know that Trident are on an eco, they know how powerful Trident can be. So
Yellow with the yellow CZ, he is looking to be able to do some damage here as they push through. Obviously, bomb playing rather passive. It's quite smart to keep that bomb further back. Hats.
Now this read here from Trident was the wrong one, but is now the right one. They were rotating 2 off to B site, but Yellow and Boris
God, the Pro
getting
90
himself a 2K and then getting taken out by Ren is going to really stop this Dreamers side here. I mean, full rifle buy on Dreamers, and they get taken out by almost an eco. Boris with that P90, putting it to really good use, getting himself a 3K.
We do see him looking to renew their chances in this round, or
Yellow looks like he wants to earn himself a bit more money with that CZ now. They all know where he is, and they are going to rush him one after the other. Tux will be the one that finally takes him out now. And
I just want to say...
Sorry,
he does renovate the economy there of the counter-terrorists, able to do damage to 2 players who were, of course, 6k up with buys on them. So, I mean, this is what they need to do. They need to be getting way more frags in each of these rounds, because the economy is getting out of hand here for Trident. We see a force come out from Dreamers' side, from that T side, and it's going to be interesting to see what they can do with it. Of course, looking to do quite a bit of damage, but Tux takes out Blitz. This is towards that mid area. Bomb is down. They will spot that bomb going down. The nades towards B takes Paris down low, and Hat's able to hit that frag there. Doing a lot of damage. Of course, he goes down in the end, and Iceman gets taken out by Ren. So that's a decent round, to be honest, on this eco. They need to do more damage towards this
getting
CT
the plant
side,
is definitely what they needed as well, but
they haven't done enough damage yet.
No, they haven't. The economy on Trident is going to be in
especially because they just
very
forced,
strong,
like, to make
very
this
strong. Even if they do lose this round here, I mean, keeping, if they can, those 3 rifles up, or even finishing out this round, and they are going to really go for it. Y will get 1, and Ren is in a great position here. They're paying a lot of attention to Y, but Y goes down a little bit too early. It's going to be all up to Ren now. Defuse starts to go out. He's being covered, and Boris gets the frag while Iceman is able to get the defuse.
That's a huge round there from Dreamers, so the fact that they invest into that, not a shit ton of money, but I mean, each player, a minimum of 1.2k went into that round, and when you've got that lower money, it is quite a bit. We do see 6k on 2 players. 4k on 2 others.
We see a pause coming out from Yellow, so Trident side taking a pause here. I believe it's tech pause. They have had 8 players disconnect.
So one of the that was Tux. One of the big things I do want to see from Dreamers here is a very nice smoke execute towards the A site, and then a fake to B. So you chuck some smokes around to A, chuck some flashes in, you send 2 players through Arch, and then you keep 3 at B with the bomb, and obviously go for that fake. But Because one thing I've noticed from Trident here is their B site, they like to rotate off as soon as any sort of pressure goes onto that A site. Of course, the same thing that Dreamers did, but Vasho playing that rotate position, that is probably why you got so many
pause has been undone, and we do actually see a forced buy here from the Trident side. They're only going to be able to afford 3 M4s, and it's going to be on Tux, Yellow, and Iceman, with a Deeg on Hats, and a P250 on Boris, and it's a very interesting buy, but if they can actually come out on top of it with this round, that is a great turnout for that investment. And Hats with the dig onto Fascio is how they're going to start off this round, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the remaining players for Dreamer's side here.
Definitely.
Nice shot, Mr. Liner. That was a very nice shot. Even Fascio knows it. That smoke will keep the T's at bay on the B site, but they actually aren't paying too much attention. They've got one player at the end of it, at Logs, but it's looking like they're going to poke and prod around A for a bit, trying to get another pick up that way before they actually dedicate themselves to a site here. And if they were to go A right now, they've got 2 players on there as the rotate has come through on the B site.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they do deal with this big push coming in here from Dreamer's side. They have 3 players towards the site, and the read is perfect.
It's going to be more interesting to see how the push from Trident come in, because they are thinking that hopefully that early pick means that they're not going to be putting 3 on that B site, but there indeed will be 3, and they're all in great crossfire positions, and Tux is able to get one, but
dominant position from here.
Cheese Ball clear out the site, and Tux will just pull back now. He's done what he needs to do, and he's going to do the smart thing here and play for the retake with his teammates. And
a double stack
Yellow
towards
and Boris
Dark.
will be coming in through CT, and both stacked towards Dark, and that's definitely not the preferable position. We've seen quite a few people attempt to hold from there today, and it just has not worked out for them. But if anyone can do it, it definitely is Blitz and Ren. It's going to be very tight for them. But Ren is able to get 1, he's able to get 2, he's able to get the 3rd one as well.
Wow, huge play there from Ren.
Single-handedly there, taking the round out for Dreamers.
Quickly explain
Even
what gave
Fascio
the
knows that's
advantage.
wrecked.
So, what happened there with that double stack towards Dark, what it gives is one player just hides, the other player does peek. That first player is aiming to do more damage than anything. We did see him take 2 of those players down reasonably low, tagged one down to 40, tagged the other down to like 70, so not that low, but damage done, and that means that they aren't going to be peeking that corner again. They're going to be checking new box first, and then they'll be heading on to Con. Of course, one man coming through Con means that's there. Dark's the only other spot, but of course not realizing that till late. They all did get taken out. Very nice round from Ren. We do see the T's pushing up towards this B area. Nice man with a lovely shot there, and Ren to trade on with Hats, but he is down to 40 as well. That was 60 damage done by a P250, no armor. So already trying great amount of damage done into this round with little investment. They've got 2 P2Ks and then 2 P250s. Of course, they did have 3. This is set up from this T side. White Berry.
Yellow down. Getting a nice shot there onto Blitz, but Ren actually taking him out. And
the Binks coming in here from Trident's side is just mean at the moment. They have tagged 2 players down very low, 40 and 37.
Done an amazing amount of damage, and I'm pretty sure that's given Tux and Iceman here the confidence to just charge up mid like they are.
They should be able to
They're going to try and interrupt this plant. Yeah, they're going to try and interrupt the plant, but Iceman will go down to Y, but Tux has done a lot of damage there.
Well played there by Dreamers.
Does also get taken out by Y. Very well done there by Trident, but not able to get those last few frags on the push round truck there. If they'd hit the lower players first before they'd actually had to contend with the full HP there, that would have gone a lot differently, because they'd done so much damage with those binks earlier in the round. We will finally now see a full rifle round come out from Trident here, and Dreamer's definitely going to put the pressure on them this round. I don't want to see too much aggression, and the 3-stack, very, very aggressive, coming down Banana with those rifles, and Ren sprays up there a bit, but gets dinked down to 13, and he knows there's something up there, but he's not quite sure what it is, but he doesn't want anything to do with it, so he's going to take off towards second mid and leave. He's going to leave Y to deal with this.
A lot of Molotovs here on Dreamer's side, so interesting to see whether or not they use them to flush out positions. I'd like to see Pick get Molotov and definitely close sight get Molotov. There are 2 which you can do without even peeking.
I don't want to see anything go on to A, because that 3-man push that went down B's already rotated all the way back to A site now, and
I mean, if
they're
they do
facing
push
a wall of counter-terrorists if they do push that A site. And they're in great positions here. You've always got somebody covering the other one, and Iceman is...
Crossfire from the man in mid is a bit dangerous at the moment. He is peeking over, but that is just to get information. As soon as they do peek, Tux will be pulling back. He does get smoked off, so you see him hold this smoke, and the push comes out towards this A site. That is 4v4.
Fasho going to be leading the charge here.
Of course.
Should catch out this player. Oh, but gets caught in the crossfire by Tux. And it's a death trap. You've got 4 CTs on every corner that you could possibly need right there. But Dreamers, they've got a dream. They're pushing through it, but Iceman gets himself 1 yellow, gets himself a 3-piece to clear out the round and catch back up to Dreamers for Trident there. So, I mean, Dreamers looking really strong. They've been able to come up and equalize against Trident, but now Trident are just like, well, no, we're going to have to put you down a bit. And they take the round that they need to equalize again. So, a lot of back and forth with these two teams, and I think we're going to keep seeing a lot more back and forth if this continues. I'd definitely like to see both these teams be able to play it out in rifle rounds, and why with a beautiful pick on Hats there. Gets taken out by Hats, and selects himself a 3k. 4! Wait, no, that was Boris with the 4th. Iceman will get his 4th, though. Beautifully done there by the man himself. He goes for the spray on the one that kept pushing him, and the other ones kept coming because they were pretty confident in the fact that they were able to get the frag on him, but the AK was just too strong, and Trident now take the lead from Dreamers. And the one thing that Dreamers have to hold on to here is their economy. I mean, they were able to still get a buy in this round, but this will be their last buy now, and it's a very dangerous position to be in with the economy game on a map like Inferno. Iceman with a beautiful shot onto Ren there on log, spotting out the top of his head and just absolutely punishing that early B push from the T side. So Dreamers are going to have to dream something else up here if they actually want a chance of being able to equalize it. See, even Ren's trying to figure out if he saw the tip of my head because he did not think he was visible. Very good eyes there from Iceman.
I am, however, stretching much like this CT side, of course, able to relax a little after the economy advantage that they have kind of gained. I mean, it's not a vast amount, but they will be able to buy next round if they do lose. Lovely pop flash, not going to hit the 2-man in Boiler, though.
Nah, he's going for the mid there, but these two players in Boiler would have heard that flash, so they've got some good information and an okay read on this CT side, but again, there are 3 men on the A site. That CT player is starting to come back towards there. There's going to be a 4-man stack on the A site. With Hats playing such an early B position, if he gets taken out here, they need to push that B site right now, and that's going to be bomb on the B site. But look at that rotate already from the CTs. Rotating 3 off. Iceman is coming straight through, gets flashed by his teammates. They line up, but he's only able to get the 1, but Tux comes through, he gets the 2nd onto Blitz there, and that's going to leave it all up to Yellow, who's alone over on the A site, because Surefire is not even going to bother with this.
There's no point in this situation. Like 3v1, I mean, you've got to kind of save the economy of your team as well. We do see they do not have a lot of money whatsoever. $50 with that AK left on Surefire. Of course, surviving the round, you do not get any money from the T side. It's an interesting round that's going to be coming out. We should see a fast play towards a certain site with Surefire using the rest of them as bait, but whether that happens...
This is the round that Dreamers really need. Playing the economy game at 13-11. If they lose this, they'll have a bye next round on 14. If they lose their rifle, they're playing an eco on 15. And oh my god, the double nade from Hats in Yellow, taking out 3 players, and then Yellow taking out a 4th there. It's going to leave it all up to Fasho now, and that was just chaotic. Tux will clean out Fasho, and that's the last player down from Dreamer's side. That was painful to see, because that was a round that Dreamers really needed something. Even if it wasn't the round win, they needed to do some damage to the CT side here, and
it's not able to happen.
Nah, Trident looking really good to take this map and the game here out, and they are going to now have a rifle buy.
Again, peak and mid with that AWPer from Tux. I mean, to be honest, and don't take this the wrong way, bit of a stupid play here from Dreamers. They should not be peeking that mid area without a smoke. You can throw one from T side, and especially when it's in this crucial a round, you don't want to be giving away any sort of advantage towards the CTs. And every round we see CTs are able to get one pick, so clearly you need to adjust.
Are you going to do this, Tux?
He's going to hit it. He gets spotted though, and he goes down instead. They know another man's in that boiler area. Going back to site, T's are moving on apps very, very quick. Of course, grabbing that bomb from T stairs, they did leave it behind.
Not quite. Ren's going to wait in that position for now.
Oh,
he's looking for a rotate, but now he's going to start to move that bomb towards the A site.
1 second off of that pixel peak there, almost catching out that counter terrorist, but not holding the wheel for long enough.
The question is going to be, can Surefire get this frag on Yellow sitting on the railing? He should know that that's a great spot to play, and Yellow's been loving it. Yellow will see that Molotov come out, smoke and the flash go out, and he's going to jump right into Yellow, but will get the frag onto him, and that's the A site there for Dreamers.
Hats here on the rotate from B.
It's going to come all down to Hats now, and he's going to rotate up the mid. He's got a flash and a Molotov on him, and a kit, full HP and armor, so if anyone can do it, it's definitely Hats. Cheeseball is tagged all the way down. 49 HP, does spot out Hats, but gets taken out. Oh, and he's just given himself away. Blitz will take out Hats. A very complicated exchange through the top of truck there.
And that's going to leave Dreamers in a very bad situation, like economy-wise. They're not going to get any round loss, of course. They were at that max round loss bonus. If they did lose that, they wouldn't have been able to buy it this round and the round after. Still able to buy, of course. But losing that round loss bonus does mean it's going to be stupidly tight. I mean, they did need to win that round. There's nothing they could have done, but
it means that if Trident can do enough damage here, and
they'll eco next round even if they win.
They'll eco next round onto their 15th, and that's just not what you want here. So
they really
Dreamers have almost no room for error here. They've been able to adjust to the Trident side rather nicely over this game, taking it very close in the second half after a bit of a struggle back and forth in the first half. But now these crucial integral rounds, they seem to be collapsing amongst themselves a bit, but hopefully we will see this smoke execute onto the A site, bring their dream to reality. That nade tagging 2 T's, 68 and 81.
The bomb has been left second mid again, so Dreamers, they do like to leave it way, way back in case they die.
They'd like to give themselves an option to rotate it on the retreat rather than getting caught up like they have previously. They've lost too many rounds to Trident by getting the bombed down, even if it's not the first or second person to go down.
So what's
first though takes out Fasho, and
again they're giving away frags.
They're giving away frags. It's gonna be a 3v5. No one was there for the exchange on it.
Yeah, they're not setting up for trade frags and or working in the buddy system, and it's just kind of punishing them at the moment.
The issue is Trident are somewhat doing that, but individually they can also actually hold their own, and Boris and Yellow with the crossfire again, getting themselves a piece each. Surefire and Blitz go down. Ren, though, taking out 2, is going to leave himself Boris and Hats.
So the way that
take this round for Dreamers.
Wow, huge play here. Looking for the ace to be able to
frag. Time does go down, and
so just quickly, like Trident, they're not playing the buddy system, but they're definitely setting up crossfires, or they're staying in angles in which they can see and get the refrag on if any trade goes out, whereas we do see Dreamers pushing through that mid area. They have no one to quick peek the corner for the trade. They've got no one to pop flash someone in, or they're not setting up right smokes, and I do understand that it is just a core 3-man with 2 guys from another team, so communication is not going to be on point, but
we are going to see match point come out here. Dreamers
now, Blitz
really struggling to stay alive. Iceman will go down, and Blitz takes out Hats. That's the B site.
This is a big round here for Dreamers. It's what they needed.
What I mean, the rounds that they really do need, the Dreamers definitely win. And why looking to go huge here?
Well, I mean, the amount of aggression coming up from them on
here in
Nana.
Connector of construction. Oh, Cheeseball will get himself one, and Ren will get the other. And Boris is going to make this rather expensive for them, though, and it's going to be a bit harder for them to actually have a good buy in that next round.
The amount of damage done here from Boris alone, I mean, that 3 kills is really going to start to punish the T's. Blitz is going to have to peek into this, of course, sees no one's on the bomb. Shot from Blitz, and
well played, Blitz. Peeking at the last moment here, so Dreamers definitely
not able to save a rifle, though, which is interesting.
Now, and look at how much damage. Boris was able to do that much damage.
Oh yeah, they're not going to be able to buy.
Get AKs. but it's going to be AKs
P90
and a
CZ.
P90 on Y with limited utility as well. Most of the teammates there have an okay amount of utilities, but quite frankly, you don't want a CZ and a P90 going on to your players at match point.
No, definitely not. Especially not at match point, and given the situation that Trident has decided to play in regards to the 3-2 setup with the bomb in second mid from the T's, it's going to be a decent round. If Trident can get 2 frags here, I mean, that's enough damage done onto this enemy side. Of course, Elam, they are going to be on match point after this for both of them. Whether we see an overtime or not. I do believe this will most likely be, given it's an ODC, MR3 or MR6.
I believe it would be. We'll have to check, but I believe for time constraint reasons.
Does end up taking out Blitz, so...
But Fasho will take him out before Boris takes out Fasho. And Dreamers looking really good here to take this to overtime. They need one more round. One error on Trident's side here, and it will go to OT. And we do see that Dreamers now are finally able to afford that full AK and utility buy, while Dreamers are forced with minimum utilities and a Famous on Iceman. So this could be the chance that Dreamers need to actually take this to OT and potentially actually win the map here, because they lost their chance in normal times.
This round's going to come down a lot to utility use. If Trident can delay
but if Trident can do that, if Tux can take out Fasho that early on, there's a lot of damage onto the Trident side, but we've seen what they can do with almost no HP. So Tux down to 14 doesn't really matter that much when Yellow's doing things like that. And Boris is there to back him up. Iceman gets one for himself, gets last, and that is game.
Not even losing a single player on that last round, Trident decisively winning that.
Trident decisively winning that easily. That came down to the eco game forcing Dreamers to have to try and take this to OT. Boring map. I don't mind Inferno. I actually do like.
I love Inferno, man. Like really, and against in the Australian scene, it seems to be a lot of individual fragging that comes out on that map more than some others. We saw on Mirage a lot of team strats coming into play and a lot of teamwork coming into play, but on a map like Inferno where it's just meat grinders and choke points everywhere, you know, obviously the crossfires need to be set up from the counter terrace, but on that T side it comes down to one of your players opening up jungle or diggity, or your team in fact opening up jungle or diggity. It takes a lot of fragging potential on the T side to actually be able to get anywhere. If you've got like really good cerebral players, people that think a lot about the game more than actually just shoot, and you don't have very good fraggers, it's very hard to make things work on that T side purely because of those meat grinding choke points. I mean, we see at a professional level, it comes down to a lot on that B side, just whether or not the CTs manage to hold, and whether or not the CTs manage to hold is up to the timing of their smokes, the use of their utility, but more than anything, the shredding when they come through that choke point. Of course, that is early round. When it gets into the late round on a map like Inferno, we did see there a lot of slow play coming in, but also a lot of, I guess, hesitation from the CT side to actually push on. There was 2 rounds which Dreamers lost 1 to time, and Trident lost 1 to a timer as well, so obviously it is that type of map where it can really go any way, in terms of like in a 1v1. It can go from a 4v3 to a 1v1 so damn quick because the map's so small, and as I said before, so many choke points. It's almost, you're never really going to catch someone by themselves. There's always going to be a teammate of theirs close around them to be able to get that refrag. And
alright, so we will throw the bracket up and some music on, and we will be back shortly.
Alright, speak to you guys in a bit. That was a great game.